Hey everybody, Craig Lockard, Automotive Recruiting and Training, Vlog 13. So, in the late 80s, I left the dealership world and joined a consulting company. That's when I first started doing consulting, and we did what were called then, and I guess still are, called turnaround deals. And basically they were performance-based training. In other words, we'd go into a dealership that was hurting. The front end was in trouble. 105-day contracts, and we got paid a percentage of whatever we increased the gross profit of the front end of the store, the sales department. And we had control over the things we needed control over: inventory, advertising, some of the marketing, and of course salespeople and the sales strategy. And most of these stores had, if they had a strategy, it was a poor one at best, and they were in need of help. And fortunate to say, I did that for almost 5 years, and we turned around a lot of stores and huge profits, going from, I don't need to go into all the numbers, but just to say that in a lot of cases it was double, triple, 4 times what they were previously doing. And it wasn't that difficult. We'd run an ad, get green peas, sound familiar? Train them. They were committed, no bad habits, and they were trained, and we trained them every single day. As a matter of fact, we had 2 training meetings a day because we had them on shifts, and they each had team captains, managers, we call them financial advisors, financial consultants, that would actually TO all their deals and also train their group, and then they would report back to upper management about the training every day. So I mean, it was training all the time, every day. It was very important. So we come into these deals, we take the top guy, the GM, GSM, whoever's running the desk, pull him right off the desk, make him a TO guy right away. We take middle manager guys, make them salespeople right away. Not to mess with their egos or anything, although it did, but to really, they had to understand the program once we left, because we wouldn't always be there. These were 105-day contracts. And then in the last 2 weeks of that contract, after the 90 days were up, in the last 15 days, what we'd do is, if these people were still around and we thought they could handle it, then we'd put them back into their own positions to get ready for when we ultimately left the dealership. With very few exceptions, the dealer invariably, near the end of the contract, became frightened because he or she felt that when we left, all those dramatic increases in both volume and gross would suffer and go down because we were no longer there, because it was all about us and our talents. Now, we had a certain amount of talent. We were good at what we did. There's no question about it. But the fact is, they could do it. Some of the people that we dealt with were great. In the deals that did not re-sign us, and what we'd do then with some of these deals, we'd re-sign them at a lower percentage, and then ultimately we were working against our own figures, so it became kind of a strange situation there. But the dealers that didn't re-sign us, I'm talking about days, weeks at the longest, bang, minute we go, right back down to shoot again. Why? That stuff doesn't work. Those guys are gone now. Now we can run it the way we want to run it. Wow, you guys ran it into the store. Go tell your owner what a dope he was for paying all this money to have us in here to straighten out what you messed up. Guys, it's like this. We can, here, the Automax Recruiting and Training, what we do primarily for car dealers is recruit, screen, interview, and train inexperienced automobile salespeople. We also do ongoing training. We do both of those things extremely well. Extremely well. Now, is there some reason why you can't do that? Now, I don't want to tell you all of it because it would put us out of business. No, that's not true. But I'll tell you what you need to do. I'll tell you exactly how to do exactly what we do. But the question is, will you keep doing it? And if not, why not? What becomes more important during the course of every one of your days than training your and constantly recruiting? You've got to be constantly looking for new talent in your dealership. If you're going to grow, if you want to stay the same, no, you don't have to. Run with the same 10 guys you've been running with for 10 years. That's fine. You're not going to grow. But if you want to grow, buy another store. Make the store that you have more profitable, more visible, higher volume, higher grosses. You want to buy the bigger boat. Whatever the case might be, you got to grow. So you constantly got to recruit. And you must certainly, after the initial recruiting, you've got to constantly, consistently train these people. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can hire somebody to do it. You can hire us. We'll do it gladly. Love to have you as a client. We'll serve you well. I promise you that. But if you think that you can do it on your own, but you just need some help, call me. We'll get you over the hump. You figure it out. I mean, this isn't rocket science. You know, I'm no genius. We didn't come up with something that just is like some magic potion. We'll help you through it at a fee. We'll help you through it. And then you can do it on your own, but you got to stick with it. You got to stay on top of it. It's like anything else. You got to inspect what you expect, and you really have to monitor and buffer yourself. You know, someone's got to be there. Whoever's watching this video right now, this vlog, if it's an owner, a general manager, a general sales manager, salesman, whatever, whomever, F&I, whoever's watching this right now, you got to have a checkpoint in the dealership. You have to have somebody that's going to hold you accountable for your actions and your growth and the growth of your store. Next couple of vlogs are going to get a little weird, so be ready. Thanks for your time. Good luck to you and good selling to you.